The scariest stories aren't born from books or movies. They crawl out of real life, into the lives of ordinary people like you and like me. Tonight, I'll share a story so disturbing, you may never feel safe alone again. It began on a rainy Tuesday in late September. I was driving home from my night shift at the hospital, 12 hours under flickering fluorescent lights and the endless rhythm of beeping machines. The streets were slick, nearly empty, just a few headlights passing by, nothing unusual. My apartment was 20 minutes away, tucked in a quiet neighborhood where nothing ever seemed to happen. But that night, something was waiting for me. Oh man. He stood at the far end of the parking lot, swallowed by the shadows of a broken streetlight. He didn't move. He didn't speak. He just watched. I stayed in my car longer than I should have, rain tapping on the roof like impatient fingers. I told myself he was just waiting for someone, but when I finally stepped out, my footsteps echoed on. Then I heard his. By the time I spun around, he was gone. I tried to laugh it off. Just nerves, right? But the nights that followed proved me wrong. My front door latch unlocked. Twice, my TV flickering on at 3 a.m., blasting nothing but static, and wet footprints leading across my living room floor, even when it hadn't rained in days. Then came the night everything changed. 2:30 a.m., 3 slow knocks, not at the door. From inside the wall, my phone buzzed and I glanced down. A new message popped up, just a photo of me, chilling at my kitchen table, snapped just seconds ago. How wild is that? Ran. Packed a bag, checked into a motel, swore I'd never go back. But the terror followed me. Woke from a nightmare, breath freezing in the dark. Across the mirror, scrawled in smeared letters, were the words, "I found you." I never returned to that apartment. But even now, every so often, my phone buzzes. Oh. And when I look, it's always another photo of me, right where I am. It was supposed to be an easy babysitting job. Quiet Saturday night, 2 kids already asleep upstairs, and me sitting on the couch with my homework spread out in front of me. The parents had left around 8 p.m., telling me they'd be back after midnight. No problem. But an hour later, the phone rang. I answered. Silence, then breathing. I hung up fast, telling myself it was a prank. But the calls kept coming, 10 minutes apart. Each time, the same heavy, deliberate breathing. Finally, the last call was different. A whisper. Check on the children. My hands shook as I called the police. The dispatcher told me to stay calm and keep the caller on the line. Seconds later, her tone changed. Urgent. Get out of the house now. The calls are coming from inside. I bolted for the door butt as I opened it. I heard creaking footsteps on the stairs. The kids' bedrooms were upstairs. Officers arrived minutes later. They found a man hiding in a closet, holding a knife. I never babysat again. And to this day, a phone ringing late at night makes my stomach turn cold. I grew up near the edge of a vast forest. Locals swore the trails were haunted, that hikers sometimes vanished. I never believed it, till the night I went hiking with my friend Jake. The woods were quiet, alive only with crickets. We were halfway in when Jake froze. He swore he saw someone on the trail. At first I didn't see it. Then my flashlight caught it, a pale, featureless figure, tall and unmoving, just watching us from the trees. I turned back to Jake, and he was gone. I called his name. Silence. Then for a split second, my light caught him standing beside that figure deeper in the woods. When rangers searched, there was no trace of him, no footprints, broken branches. A week later, I got a photo from an unknown number. Blurry, but unmistakable. Jake. Pale eyes wide. I deleted it. But sometimes, walking near the tree line at night, I feel him watching me. These weren't just scary stories. They were true encounters that still haunt the people who lived them. So next time you hear footsteps behind you, or your phone rings when no one should be calling, some stories never really end, you know? They just hang out, waiting for you in the dark. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next scare. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video.